Kind of creepy. Yeah, I've got the Weezer song, the sweater song. If you want to wear my sweater, oh, oh, oh. Welcome back to another Tackle Warehouse Tuesday. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I think I'm gonna start getting back into them because Tackle Warehouse is awesome. Tackle Warehouse is awesome, and they have everything you need, and just because they're a cool company, and you get a free t-shirt when you order stuff. So I've got like tons of these Tackle Warehouse t-shirts. I was actually thinking about making a quilt out of all these t-shirts, a Tackle Warehouse quilt. So today, Tackle Warehouse Tuesday, I picked up some of these Yamamoto, the new Slinkos. Have you seen them? The Yamamoto Slinkos? They're pretty nasty looking, actually. And shout out to Yamamoto or whoever bought them. Yamamoto was bought last year, I think, or year before. Some big company that has a bunch of, it's like an umbrella company. It has a bunch of different companies under them, like Bell Helmets. I think there's a knife company. Anyway, it's kind of scary when a big company buys like a tackle company, just because they always change stuff, you know, and most of the time it's for the worst, right? But shout out to whoever you are that bought Yamamoto. The old Yamamoto logo was cool. This one's still kind of cool. I'm digging that new Yamamoto logo, and it still has the Japanese feel to it. Like it still has the, you know, it's not in Japanese writing, but it has a Japanese, I like it. I just like the logo. The Slinko. Slink-O. Good name for a worm. Great packaging. I like the clamshells. These things come in at like $7 to $8 a pack, and you only get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. But it seems to still have the Yamamoto salty, just very, very lifelike, soft texture, you know. These worms are 5.5 inches. They are a little bit thicker than a Slinko, and as you can tell, they have like the zipper worm ribs on it, like the original. So it looks like the original Slinko is kind of under the ribs, and all they did was add ribs to it and a fatter egg sac. Although it is a bulkier Slinko, I think this would be a really good Nico bait. Just because, you know, I was down on the docks by the bay eating hay. What do you say? I was getting some underwater footage for Lucky Craft, and I had a pack of these, and I was like, you know what? I'm just kind of curious to see what it does underwater, right? So I Nico rigged it, and I threw it out there, and I had my little underwater camera down there, and I'm sitting there working it and working it and working it. And this thing is really buoyant, and it's really just lifelike underwater, like especially when it's falling, and it still has that little Yamamoto shake, the Slinko shimmy when it's falling. And then when you pick it up to kind of, you know, stroke it, bubbles come out. And I was like, oh my God, bubbles.
Hey, bubbles, man. Say, man, when I was growing up, we wanted jacuzzi, we had to fart in the tub.
Like it was just cool looking. I don't know if the fish will like it or be like, oh look, bubbles, or whatever it's doing, but it just looked really good underwater. And then, you know, I would kind of work it up to the top and then let it sink. And then once it got to the bottom, dude, it just kind of like, it was just so lifelike and just so eatable. Yeah, $7, $8 a pack. I don't know. I haven't caught any fish on this yet, just because the water temp's like 46 degrees right now. So I'm not really fishing this. My deal is I'm going to Nico rig it. And, you know, like as far as like hooks goes, I like the Gamakatsu, the Stinger hooks by Brent Ayler. Brent Ayler endorses these. That's my guy right there. Shout out to you, Ayler. It's funny because me and Ayler, we text back and forth, and it's usually not about fishing. And no, it's not about GoPros. It's about smoking meat. Because Ayler is a carnivore. He's on a carnivore diet right now. All he eats is meat. Like he don't skimp. It's nothing but meat. No cheese, it's straight up meat. He's a meat eater. I'll take the meat eater hook, the Stinger hook. So you just wanna, you know, a Nico rig, if you don't know, is just, you wacky rig it, just like that, okay? And then I've got some VMC Nico weights. And as you can see, these were $4.19, 10 to a pack. And you can get them off Tackle Warehouse. Everything I've got here, you can get off Tackle Warehouse. That's why it's called Tackle Warehouse Tuesday. But if you're local to Smith Mountain Lake and you don't want to wait, go to SML Tackle Shack. He's got them. Keith always has all the new stuff. For a tackle shop that small, he has the best of everything. Like he's got Mega Bass, Lucky Craft, Zoom, you name it, he's got it. He's got all the new stuff, all the new, you know, like the big glide bait, stuff like that. So anyway, so I'll take 30-second. The reason I use a 32nd ounce weight is because I want it to fall just a little bit faster than it already falls. Like I don't want an 1/8 ounce, or I don't want like a, you know, a 1/4 ounce Nico weight in there where it just goes straight down, because I think it kills the action of the worm. So you take this, and if you already know how to Nico rig, then you're good to go, but some people don't. Focus on me. So you just take that weight, the Nico weight, and you just pop it in, straight in, just like that. And I'll usually kind of try to countersink it in there. With that lighter weight, it's gonna fall, you know, just a little bit faster, and it's also not gonna fall like a wacky rigged worm. It's gonna fall at an angle, but it's still gonna get that little shimmy. So, and it's got bubbles too. I'm throwing this on a Denali Lithium Pro 7-foot medium. This is kind of like my drop shot rod. I like a medium rod for, you know, whether I'm fishing Slinkos or, you know, Nico rigs, flick shakes, something like that. I like the medium. I don't like the medium heavies. I think you can skip it a lot better with a medium rod, and it's not as stiff. And I usually throw like 6 to 8 pound Sunline shooter on this, so you really don't need to jack them. It's just kind of like a, you know, you just kind of reel and kind of lean into it. It's not like a shaky head bite. And my reel is the new loose Hyper Mag, which is a pretty good reel they just came out with. So far I like it. Haven't had any complaints, and you know I'll tell you because I don't lie to people, especially my subs out there. But yeah, dude, get all this stuff in the description below. The Yamamoto Slinkos, the VMC nail weights or Nico weights, the Gamakatsu stinger hooks. This is size 1. I think it's a good size for it. You can also use like a drop shot, split shot hook from Gamakatsu, but this is kind of the deal when it comes to Nico rigging. I love that hook. I love the long shank on it. It's not too long, it's just right. There you have it, Tackle Warehouse Tuesday, the new Yamamoto Slinko with the new logo, new packaging, clamshell, $7-8. Don't know how long they last. If it's like a regular Slinko, you might be able to get 2 fish off of it, maybe. Thanks for watching. Catch me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Till next time, we'll see you on flip flop.